right now. And I can give you a score update that Japan is off to a quick start, 5-0 over Malaysia, as we're just waiting for this other quarterfinal on court 1 to commence. Ian, your thoughts here? Is it 50-50? Are you going to pick a winner? Are you going to jump off the fence?
It's a tough one to call, and obviously I've been a little bit biased because I've been heavily involved in the UAE development project over a number of years now.
You can't be biased.
But okay, I can't be biased. I think maybe just on experience, maybe just Hong Kong, but I think it's a really interesting match.
And again, if you're new to air badminton and you're watching at home, if you have any questions, leave your comments in the comments section. We'll take note and we'll try and get back to you over the course of the event while we're commentating. We've got a slight delay here, just bear with us, and we'll be on court with the first section very soon. Just an extended warm-up, maybe a slight technical difficulty. Ian, tell us about the lighting rig here at night. It's quite the setup that we got. What's been involved in setting up this pop-up stadium? We're on the beach, we're meters from the sea. We've got a grandstand, big backdrop, court. What's involved?
I mean, I don't know if you saw the opening sequence, but the drone shot was quite spectacular because what you can't see from the master shot is just behind there is literally the sea. The tide's in. We're probably only a couple of meters from being in the sea at the moment. Very, very spectacular venue. And the lighting rig has been designed to complement the, well, let's put it this way, the shuttle has been designed to complement a evening time light rig like this. So what we're continually trying to do is to improve the viewer experience. Some of you out there will have watched this event a couple of years ago when we streamed, and we got a lot of complaints about the visibility of the shuttle, but as you can see here, much more visible now. The lighting's better, the angles are better, and the colour of the shuttle is better.
Thank you, Ian. Okay, we're underway. And Hong Kong, China with the first point.
That's very clever. Just playing safe, playing to the centre of the court.
Clear tactics early from Hong Kong, China, with a service taken from wide out and then playing down into the middle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think they're going to play safe a little bit to start with because the wind has changed from their earlier match. So I think we'll see a little bit of play to the centre of the court until they work out how to use the wind. There again, centre of the court, centre. Very solid from the more experienced Hong Kong pair. At the moment, I would say the UAE girls just a little bit nervous, a little bit tentative, but I'm sure they'll grow into it. Yeah.
And in this relay format, we play until 15.
Yeah. Basically, it's 4 times 15. And there'll be a change of ends at 8 in each of those 4 sections. And just using the middle.
it's a bit of a messy start. Both teams trying to find out that wind and play, as you say, playing safe, but a lot of errors.
Yeah, yeah. But a little bit nervy as well. You know, there's only 3 teams that are going to qualify for the World Cup finals from this event, and there is a lot of pressure here. You know, obviously the losers are out of that fight for those places. So I can imagine there's a few nerves floating around.
Yes, that's right. So from Asia, there's 3 qualifiers. So not only we will have a gold medal playoff, 1 and 2, but there'll be a 3 versus 4 playoff, and the winner of the 3 versus 4 will also make it through to Sharjah, the World Cup in the UAE. And just a reminder, that World Cup finals, that's in December at the end of the year.
And it's been good. This is actually the 3rd of the qualifying events that we've been running globally. So we've already had the Pan Am Championships and we've already had the African Championships. So we've got 4 teams already qualified, and I'm sure they'll be tuning in to have a look at the opposition. So from the Pan Am region, Brazil and Venezuela qualified, and from the African region we have Egypt and Nigeria. So we're well on the way to sorting out those places.
And then the last qualifier is in the Europe continent, and that's coming from Azerbaijan in early September.
Yep, almost straight after the World Championships.
So just had the first interval here, Hong Kong, China 8, UAE 4. They've switched sides.
You can see the UAE girls are gradually working their way into this game. It'll be interesting to see with the change of ends, because Hong Kong seem to have some problems from this end. It looks a little bit quicker from this end as we're looking now. And of course, to all you badminton fans out there, the service will look quite strange to you.
Yes, that was a unique one just then.
That's a big difference. I mean, the only restriction on the service, well, there's 2 restrictions on the service. If you see the cones at the side of the court, service has to be from behind the cone, but it only needs to be below the height of the net, which is 145. So any serve up to there is legal. So quite different to traditional badminton.
And you're seeing the Hong Kong China team utilising various positions in the backcourt to serve from in various styles, changing up, where the UAE girls are a little bit more traditional in their service position and stuff.
Yeah.
Just trying to work out whose turn it is to serve.
I think they've gone out of order. I think they've just they've actually gone out of order with the service. Yep, I think everybody's confused now. And there from this side, the Hong Kong pair were serving flatter.
Yep.
Now they feel it's a little bit more, they can control the length a little bit more. They're serving a little bit higher.
Oh. It was a good rally, but just misplaced that one down the right-hand side. So 11-8.
And that's the difference with the badminton. There's a lot more agility required for this, for air badminton, and you've got the possibility to dive more.
Yes, with a soft landing.
Yes. As we were talking earlier on, a number of the European teams have taken on beach volleyball coaches to work on footwork and agility on sand.
Few points there for Hong Kong, China in a row. Oh, unforced error on the serve.
And anything above 10 for the UAE pair keeps them in the tie, with their stronger pairs and triples to come. Yeah, all
Very good.
Yeah, all these are important points. Just hanging on.
They've got a broken string, I think. Changing a racket, yeah.
That's something you do see more of in air badminton, more broken strings. It's because you miss time a little bit. Obviously the shuttle's moving around in the air with the airflow and the wind. So there is a lot of missed time shots, so you get a lot of broken strings. What the players tend to do is, I was talking to the stringers early on, they're having lower tension for air badminton, which gives them more control with the shuttle.
And for the fans who have no idea about air badminton watching this for the first time, they're the same rackets.
Same rackets. That was one of the prerequisites when we were designing the shuttle. We wanted a shuttle that could be played for with badminton rackets, which means that the game's accessible to anybody with a badminton racket, which is great. So it's a big bottom line is to get more people active in our sport and offering a different discipline.
Okay, we've got game point. Again, serving from the back. Long. So Hong Kong, China will take a 15-11 lead. Heading into the women's triples. Now some of these women will stay on court for the triples.
Yes. In fact, if the two teams are the same as their previous matches, all four of the players will stay on court unless they've changed it up.
Just a reminder, we will have the semi-finals of the team relay tomorrow afternoon, and then the finals and the third, fourth playoff in the evening. Tomorrow morning we have the opening rounds of the individual competition.
Individual in terms of triples?
Yes.
Not exactly individual.
Yeah, it's no singles to avoid any confusion, but the triples competition begins tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Men's and women's.
Yes.
And for the World Cup, the qualification and entry to the World Cup finals in Sharjah is based off the team relay, but there will also be triples competition at the World Cup.
Yes. So the teams that qualify for the final will be able to play the team relay and the triples events. But they qualify through the team relay, the continental team relay competition.
So it's quite important that you hit the ground running. This first day of competition, and we're already at the knockout phase, and basically some of the dreams for...
They will qualify, yeah. But it's been a learning experience for them here. And I'm sure they'll actually come out a bit stronger for the finals in Sharjah. They'll know more what to expect now. A little bit isolated in Australia. They haven't really seen any international competition yet. So it was a bit of a shock to them this morning. They got off to a slow start. But they were also improving as they played more during the day. And that's nice with this competition as well, that the players do play a little bit more, just get more airtime, if you like, rather than in the badminton events, the traditional badminton events, one match, if you lose, you're gone. Here, it's quite dense, the competition and the schedule, so you see the players coming onto court more.
So we're now in the women's triples. Essentially, it's the exact same of what we've just been watching with the women's doubles, but one additional player.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen this today in any of the matches. Actually, there's been 2 consecutive ones of the same sex, where it's been either a men's doubles and a triples, or a ladies doubles and a ladies triples following each other.
So we actually don't know who won the toss, but based on this, any idea of who may have won the toss? Who does this order suit better?
I would imagine UAE, because their boys have been stronger, and although the Hong Kong guys have a strong team, if UAE are going to win, their boys have got to score a lot of points. So I would think it was UAE that won this toss. And you can see the UAE team and their officials really trying to encourage the girls just to pick up every point will be important here. The closer they can leave it after this game, the more chance they're giving their boys to come back.
How much of a gap is too much?
Well, we were writing career off earlier on, weren't we, before the fourth game?
I think that was 45-33.
Yep.
So that's 12 points back, and I think the final score was 60-56.
Yes, yeah. It is possible, momentum changes quickly, but the Hong Kong guys are very experienced. They've got some former very, very top badminton players in that, traditional players.
This is a great rally here. Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah, it's a good rally, very good rally.
Some good defence in the middle of that rally to keep it alive, and then they turned it into attack.
Yeah, and the longer the rally goes on, the harder it is positionally. You can see that the
start to lose the formations.
Hong Kong China team there had completely lost their formation by the end of that. They'd been moved around and they were really struggling with the rotation.
And just remind everyone, in triples, you don't have to take the shot in like an order of 1, 2, 3, but you just can't hit it twice in a row. Right?
No, twice in a row is a fault, and hence the rotation you're seeing there. You see the Hong Kong China girl there just step into the side after she hit, leaving the court for the other 2 players. But that gets harder as the rallies get longer.
So 19-13, sorry, apologies, 19-14.
Interesting pattern, because the shorter rallies are going to the Hong Kong team at the moment. They're very organised off service and the formation after that. When the rallies are being extended, UAE are actually doing much better once they get past the first 4 or 5 shots.
So if you were the coach of UAE and at the interval that's coming up, what would you suggest to the girls to try and get into these rallies sooner?
I think I would suggest for them to go to the middle early on and then open up the court from there and follow the player that's just hit from the middle.
So is there anything specific that they're doing wrong, or is it just Hong Kong China's just maybe controlling it a little?
Hong Kong China are very, very organised after the service, and they've got good variety of service. They're moving them early. To negate that, I think the UAE girls need to play the returns of serve more to the centre. You see wide service, so the other 2 players are automatically in good position. And it's the UAE girls that are having to move and getting confused with the formation. You see the 3 of them in a straight line there, rather than having the court covered on the 2 sides.
So we're at the interval. Prior to this women's triples, the score was 15-11 after the women's doubles, and basically it has been 8 points to 3 so far. So quite dominant from Hong Kong China. Yeah,
tactically, as I say, they're very good after the serve, good variety, using the conditions. But I like this where, you know, it's quite a young team, the UAE team, but I like the fact that they're trying to sort themselves out. There's no coach coming on there. They're trying to sort themselves out, taking the lead tactically.
Now,
good experience for them.
if you're waiting on the sidelines and you're the men's triples that's about to come on, are you conscious about the score? Are you like, oh, don't get too far ahead, or you're just focusing on your own game? Is it in this relay format? You don't want to be chasing too much. How do you reckon the players? And you've obviously got Vincent, who's a very experienced player. This is all new to all players. So, how do you see that?
I mean, you want them to be focused on their own game. But having said that, in the team relay, your situation and even tactically is a little bit dependent on the score and how
Correct.
Far you are behind.
Which is a very unique element to badminton, but actually quite unique to all sport, I would say. There's not too many other formats like this across all sport.
No. Team relay, the one that comes to mind would be fencing. Fencing,
Yep.
But it's one-on-one, so there's not the variety of tactics, but there is the scoreboard pressure when you're coming on, whether you're behind or if you're in front. So there's scoreboard pressure. But this is quite unique in the amount of variables with 3-on-3.
Now, we did see in the women's doubles that the UAE team played better from this end, and the Hong Kong China girls struggled in that end. And we just saw obviously that the same the ends that were. So this end down here is playing a little bit easier.
It looks as though this is the favoured end certainly by what we've seen so far. Nice rally there. You see a little bit of the agility here that's required. Great dive to pick it up, stay in the rally. Second, two players end up on the floor.
But Hong Kong trying to persisting with the deep service again.
Yeah, it just puts the other two players in automatic good position in terms of court coverage. So from wide and a little bit deeper, here we see this is a great view of it. The other two players are well positioned to cover the court. The player who hits can stay out of the play. And you see there, they're so well organised there.
And the UAE player was quite exposed at the front after hitting that shot. There was an easy target to then hit back to her. Exactly. That's how you win the point.
Exactly. I think hopefully viewers are enjoying it as it is. But I think
great dive, but long. Yeah.
I think as you watch it more, you'll see the tactics and you'll see the different possibilities that the teams have. As you say, great agility there again. It's good.
Okay, that's the important point.
Just hanging on. If they can get another 4 or 5 points here, they're still in it.
If they get past that 20-point mark, that'd be good for the confidence.
It's a bit of a marker, yeah.
So you heard from the umpire, game point, 29-18. And then we get ready for men's triples. There's one such point. The wind is picking up though. It is stronger than earlier this morning. Okay, so that's the game. Hong Kong China take the lead 30-19 with 2 matches of the tie remaining. And just a score update in the other quarterfinal on court 2. Japan lead Malaysia 38-29. So your thoughts so far, Ian, on the tie?
Probably a little bit as expected. It's a very experienced Hong Kong China ladies team. A lot of experience in international competition in badminton, but also these girls have been playing air badminton for a fair time now. Tactically, they were very, very well organised. Not a big surprise against a young UAE team. But